Hi there, Nigel Saunders here. We're back with part 3 of questions and answers and more. Today I'll be pruning up my Portulacaria afra forest. These trees are designed to look like the giant baobab trees in Africa. I'll also be doing a tutorial on painting my 3D printed bonsai pots. I'll show you how I got this cement-like finish on this one, and this one I'll be shading it to make it look like an antique pot. Let's get started on my Portulacaria afra forest here in the bonsai zone. In previous videos, I've often put my hand in front of the tree to kind of give me an idea of what I want the shape of the canopy to look like after I prune it. So I'm going to do a similar technique on the entire forest. This forest was last pruned about 3 months ago, and I pruned the trees to get forced perspective, so the taller trees are in the front, and as you go back in the distance of the landscape, the trees get smaller and more miniature looking, so tighter and more compact. So it gives you a sense of depth in the planting, so it doesn't just look like a narrow pot. It looks like the landscape goes on forever almost. That's the look I'm trying to get anyway. I've been studying the forest over the last few months, and the overall shape of the canopy of the entire forest has been bothering me a little bit. I think it's too tall in this corner. I don't like the fact there's, two tall trees, even though this one's shorter. And then there's just no harmony to the design. Usually you want it to kind of curve up and then taper off. So I think if this tree was brought down in height, it would look better. So I've been putting my hand in front of the whole forest, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to put my hand in front of the forest. So I kind of want it this shape, if that makes sense. So my apex is over the tallest tree, and then it kind of tapers away on either side. So it's almost like a asymmetrical rounded triangle. It's hard to hold my hand. Sort of like that, I think. I'm going to start pruning the tallest tree first. That'll give me my highest point in my rounded profile. And then I can adjust all the trees accordingly to get that shape I was doing with my hand. The reason I'm pruning the trees now is I want to equalize the balance of vigor in the tree. Some of these vigorous shoots have 1, 2, 3, 4. Some have 5 sets of leaves on them, and some of the weaker shoots have only got a couple. So I want to prune the vigorous shoots back and kind of grow the tree evenly. So here I go. I'm going to start at the apex, and I'm going to prune back as far as I can, leaving at least a set of new leaves. I'm doing directional pruning, so depending where I want the new branch to grow will determine exactly where I cut. Okay, that's kind of got the height down of the main tree. So now I can see where to prune the others. I've pruned back the largest tree now. So next I'm going to prune back the smallest trees, and then after that I can prune the transitional trees in between. I've got my shortest trees pruned in the corner of the planting here. So now I've got to prune the trees that are in between to kind of transition in that rounded triangular form. I'm going to prune this tree down first. I still want it higher than the ones behind, so I may have to prune these back a little harder. But I still want it to be at least kind of this height, so I've got to take quite a bit off it. I can take this top shoot off. There's one back here, so I'm going to come in here, take that off. I'll plant that as a cutting too. I think I'm going to take it back even further. I'm going to do some hard pruning here. I kind of want it sort of that height, so I'm going to take it right back to here and right back to here. I'm going to prune this off shorter to here. I may even take this back branch off here. I'll leave it for now. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm just going to reduce it a bit more. I think that'll do for that tree. Let me check the profile now. That looks better, and the trunk's looking quite thick on it because I reduced the height. So now I've got to do those transitional trees, so I'll probably work on this one next. Let's start with it here. And I'll see how that looks. I think that looks pretty good. It kind of curves nicely. So I'll clean up some of these back trees now. I'll rotate the planting around so you can see what I'm doing back here. So from the side view, I also want an apex and the trees tapering back in height. So you can see it's too high back here, so I've got to do some pruning, get them reduced back. Especially in this area, I've got to take this back quite a bit here. I'm going to take off this branch. I've got a lower one underneath it. Take off this branch, it's sticking up. Reduce this one back. Let me have a look at the profile now. The planting doesn't taper back very well. These trees are quite high compared to some of the smaller ones on the edges here. So I've got two options. I can hard prune these back and hope they sprout new branches, or I can let these trees grow up a bit. So maybe a combination of the two techniques. I can maybe take a few more of these shoots down even further. I'm trying to keep leaves on them if I can. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Let's start on these ones over here. I'll just rotate it around so you can see those trees. Right here. So I want them tapering back, so I've got to reduce them in height, all these new shoots. Now I've got to take this one off that's attached to the spider web. Let me show you a close-up of the spider before I do that. Here's his location right here. You can just see a small speck. He's very tiny, but he's been on these trees since I brought them in fall. Here it is here again. I've got a little bit of pruning I can do to this tree over here. Just take off. I think I'll cut this one back just to get some movement in here. I think that's improved the overall shape of the forest. It looks to be one forest rather than a bunch of trees now. So you can't do everything at once. I'm going to work on that, keeping the back trees smaller and growing these a little more to try and get my, my profile from the front and the side to kind of match, to have that perspective and also have this nice rounded shape. So it's something I'll work towards in future. I'll rotate the forest around now so you can see what it looks like from all the different views. So here I go. My goal this year for the forest is to keep working on the structure of all the trees and to start growing the canopies back in so it can be showable once again. In the previous years I'd been doing some pretty hard cutbacks, not worrying about the looks of the trees too much. So this year I'm going to try and develop them so they can look good for possibly this fall's show. Bonsai is both trees and the pots, so I'm going to switch modes now. We've worked on some trees, and now it's time to work on some pots. My largest 3D printed pot is this one here. It has 2 coats of red oxide primer on it, and I'll be adding some shading to give it that antique look. I have 2 new 3D printed pots from Spectra 3D. One is printed in this silver type plastic, and the other is a plastic made from beer. So I'll be painting those up in this tutorial. It's too humid to do any painting here in the plant room, so I'll head in the house and get out the brushes.